Hey guys, how you doing today? I need to repot my Sansiveria. This is called a bird nest Sansiveria. My mom gave it to me many years ago, but she is really growing out. She's got all kinds of babies. You can see. But she needs to get out of this pot. I'm going to be putting her into this pot today, and it'll give her a lot more room to actually grow. Now I have this has a big hole in the bottom of it, so I just put a coffee filter in it, and I am going to start filling this up. Now I don't use any kind of special soil like, you know, a cactus or second mix or anything like that. I just use my regular soil, and then I put a whole bunch of perlite into it. So I've got my soil right here, and this is just some soil that I bought at Walmart this summer. It's a real peaty mixture. It's got a little bit of perlite in it, but I'm going to put a whole bunch more in it, and then just mix it up. I've got a whole bunch of perlite in my pot. I just dumped that in here. Oops, I just moved my coffee filter, so I gotta pour this out. Get that back down in there. The dirt would have been coming out of the hole for sure. So with the Sansiveria, you just want a lot of perlite so it has really good drainage. They like a lot of bright light, and they do not like to have wet feet, wet roots. So you always want to make sure that you're not overwatering them. I've had a lot of Sanseverias in my day, and this is the only one that I have right now because I have managed to kill all of them. Because I overwater constantly. So I am just going to dump her out of here. She should be nice and dry. Yeah, see the roots. She was in a pot that has no drainage. She was just in there. I was taking my chances. I had her in my bathroom. She was getting really bright light. And I barely ever watered her. So what I want to do is I want to kind of break up. I had some little seashells in there. I'm going to take those out. I want to take off some of the babies. I'm just gently pulling it apart, and I'm going to put, let's see here, I'm going to separate my babies. I've given a few of these away over the years. Okay, it looks like these two here are the biggest. So I'm just going to separate these babies off of here. I'm just gently pulling them. They're breaking away from the mom, and they have their own root system. I got another one here. Just gently pulling it, breaking it away from the mama. She has her own roots. Ooh. And then what I'm going to do is, there's a couple of older leaves on here. I'm just going to break those away. There's a little trash can down there. I'm just throwing them. You can tell they're old. They're kind of yellow. Just get rid of them. Get the plant cleaned up while you got it out. And then let's see if this one... Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that one too. I'm just popping it off. Get rid of that one. So my two biggest ones, oops, I got dirt down. That's okay, I'm going to go in and rinse them off when I get done. So I'm going to put, I think my two bigger ones in the middle. I need to get more soil in here. Get rid of my seashells and my rocks that come out of the other pot. Boy, that pot takes a lot of dirt. I got to get some more soil. And I'm going to push it down. That way it gets rid of the air pockets. And I'm also going to put, I'm going to get some more perlite. Because you want to make this really airy. Because these plants do not like to stay moist. Which is another reason why I'm glad to be putting her in a terracotta pot. My mom gave me this terracotta pot a long time ago. And I think I had cactuses or something in it at one time. And this is, well, like I already said, this is the only Sansiveria that I have. So, trying to move my plants around down here so I can get into my soil. Just trying to make it a little bit higher. More perlite. I might have to take some of this soil out. It's getting a little high. And I don't want it draining over, my water draining over when I water. Let's take some of this out. And I love this little Sansiveria. I just think they were so cute, the little bird nest ones. And it's special to me because my mom gave it to me. And I love the markings on it. It's really pretty. So I'm going to put the two bigger ones in here. You want to be careful. You don't want to cover up. You don't want to cover up the crown because that will rot it. That'll rot your plant. And I'm going to make another little hole over here. And these make babies like crazy. I'm going to put my other big one in over here. I think this one needs to be just a little deeper. There, those look cute. I'm going to take, let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 babies. Get rid of that leaf. And then, let's see, I'm just going to stick them in here. I'm just taking off any of the dead or the yellowish leaves. Sticking them down in here. I'll put that one over there. I've had this plant for many, many years, and she has been all over my house. She's been on highlight, she's been in low light, she's just been everywhere, but I've not had an issue. And I've given a few of these babies away. She makes so many, but I just think this is a pretty little plant. As long as you're having them in high enough light. I'm going to tuck this one, ooh, I better be careful. I'm going to tuck this one back here and just kind of put it right here. I'm going to take that leaf off. It's yellow. It's an older leaf. I'll take that one off too. And these all have plenty of enough roots to sustain themselves without the mother plant. Now I'm just gonna put a little more perlite in here. And then I also found I have, what did I do with that? Oh, I have this bag of pretty white rocks. I'm going to go ahead and put those in my plant too, just to give it some pop. And it will help keep the plants upright a little bit too. Woo! I'm dropping them all over my... So I'm just going to kind of start over here, put a few in. And the only thing I don't like about the white rocks, I think they're beautiful, but they don't stay that way for long. They kind of turn yellow between the dirt, and then of course I use fish fertilizer. I'm going to put some here in the middle. And then just keep kind of going around. See how much better that holds them up. But yeah, the white rocks turn yellow between the soil and my fish fertilizer that I use. I'm just going to cake and dump this. And I have well water, so, but they'll stay okay for a while. It's not really that big of a deal. I think they're pretty. They're nice and shiny. I have a few here. I'm just gonna that I dropped in my soil. And I got these at Dollar Tree. But see, that makes it so much prettier. It makes this plant really stand out, and it helps hold the plants up until they dig their roots back in. So I am just going to, I'm going to take her back upstairs and put her in my guest room on the dresser, and she will like it up there. Very pretty plant. I love the bird nest Sansiveria, and they make tons and tons of baby. I think I've gotten rid of like 3 or 4 of them over the years. But really bright light, terracotta pot if you can possibly put them in a terracotta pot. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I do for my cactuses and succulents and these Sanseverias here that I have. And they help me not overwater. And put them in really bright light. They love it. They can also get in a lower light situation and they will do okay, but just if you do that, make sure that you are not overwatering them, because they won't take much water and you will kill them. Believe me, I know. I have killed plenty of them in my day. But I think back here I'll put my, I'm going to have to go wash them off, but I'll put my little rocks back in here, and my little seashells that I had, and then I'll go in and wash those off and put them back, and maybe that's what's keeping my plant alive. I'm getting good vibes from my stones and my seashells. So, alright guys, oh, and I didn't talk about fertilizing. Usually they get what all my other plants get, which is my fish fertilizer whenever I water these guys, which isn't often. And so that's it. And I will talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.